Good morning, everyone. So we're at the beginning of the week. I wanted to go ahead and record this morning flow. I'm not available at 6 a.m. because I have to drive down the hill. So I wanted to kind of start the week, but also kind of show you a little bit more of an abbreviated version of morning flow. So morning flow really started off as a way for me to really center myself and really get prepared. And, being the beginning of the week, we prepare, hopefully, like I do on Sunday. But if not, excuse me, super early. Yeah, but if not, we want to start the week pretty strong because, how we start is not necessarily how we finish, but as we start, we really want to help us to gain focus and clarity and peace of mind as we go into the week. So, morning flow, typically we start off with movement, and then we go into a Kundalini meditation, and then we do some journaling, and then we finish out with some day planning. So we're just going to do a little bit of kind of each so you can get the hang of it, and then we will regroup for tomorrow. So here we go. All right. So our movement, we're going to start off just real easy with our movement. I like to let's start off with excuse me, start off with a nice inhale, exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and then exhale. And typically we'll go into an arm series with our movement. So we'll kind of start that little arm series here. Arms are going to be up. And as we're sitting up, we're going to really allow ourselves to move from our spine, from our belly button, from our rib cage, really opening up here, expanding. Forgive me for my yawns. All right, tip there. Okay, we're going to leave the right arm up, and then our left arm is going to go down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we leave it down. Tiny circles to the front. And 10, tiny circles to the back. Perfect. And 10. And then we want to come forward for 10. And then palm facing down, pull back for 10. Okay, very good. Now we're going to punch back up. Very good. Now we're going to leave our left arm up, and our right arm is going to come down into that same series. Very good. And then tiny circles for 10. Tiny circles to the back. Very good. Palm facing forward. Palm facing down and closed. Very good. And then we're going to punch up for 10. Very good. Now both arms nice and straight. We're going to bring all of them down into wall slides. Really pinching at the bottom. Very good. One last time. Awesome. And we're going to go ahead and shake it out. Just go ahead and shrug your shoulders back for 10. And forward. Very good. And then up and down. Very good. And shake it out. Awesome. So then I typically will move into our abs. We'll do a little bit of ab work, and then we'll do some standing postures, which we're not going to do in our little mini class today. We'll just keep it to kind of our arm series. We'll go into a leg series. I'll do kind of squats and all different types of squats, like curtsy squats and sumo squats and Roman deadlift and those sorts of things. So incorporate some different moves for our legs. And so we won't be doing it today because it's just a little mini class. And I wanted to just record it so we start the week off good, but not putting a lot of pressure on ourselves. Okay, so now we're going to work on our abs. I typically will do an ab vacuum. So if you're not familiar with ab vacuums, it's really about toning muscles from the inside out in your abs. A lot of times when we're doing these crunches and things like that, it's just going to build more bulk. And so really working on keeping ourselves upright and lean, very much a Pilates ideal. And so we're going to put our feet about hip widths apart and then go ahead and find your belly button. And really locate that lower ab, that rectus abdominis. Go ahead and imagine that there's a zipper zipping you on up. Even when you get to your belly button, button your belly button down to your spine, zip all the way up, and then imagine that there's a tight rubber band around your midsection, pulling you in, pulling you in, pulling you in, and now hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good. All right, we're going to do that 2 more times. Go ahead and grab that zipper at the very bottom. Zip yourself up, button that belly button to the spine. Also imagine that corset wrapped around, pulling yourself in, pulling yourself in, pulling yourself in, and holding for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good. One last time. Go ahead and zip it on up. Buttoning that belly button to the spine. Imagine that there's a tight rubber band pulling you in, pulling you in, pulling you in, and holding for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead and relax. Ooh, lots of yawns this morning. Very good. And then from there, we would transition from our seated to our standing and then work on our legs. But again, we're just doing a little mini flow today, not a long flow just because of my time today. All right. So we got movement out of the way. So now we're going to move into meditation. And so we typically will do a Kundalini style meditation. And our Kundalini style meditation, if you're not familiar, we first tune in for our meditation. Then from there, after we tune in, we'll go into a Kriya, which is a combination of mantra, which is kind of what we say. In our Sat Kriya, we do Sat Nam. In our prosperity meditation, we'll do Har. And then we will work with our mantra and then our mudra. So for our Kriya, which is our first movement that we do, we have a steeple, left thumb over right, if feminine leaning, and then reverse if you're masculine leaning, so right thumb over left. You can do a little steeple or a little temple, and then we're going to go all the way up here, right? And so once we get into it, we'll really get up, and then we're root lock. So root lock is your rectus, your rectum, your anus, and your sex organs, kind of all that area, right? Really, and you contract that in. And so when we go with the mantra Sat, and then relax out, Nam. Sat, and then Nam. Sat, and then Nam. Sat, then Nam. So we'll do that after our tune-in. So we'll keep it there probably for about 3 minutes, and then we'll do our prosperity meditation for about 3 minutes. So the mantra with that is going to be just like this, or rather the mudra, which is our hand position. And then our mantra is har, har, har. So kind of coming in there. All right, perfect. So I'm going to tune us in. If you ever tuned in Kundalini Yoga, it tunes us into higher self. It kind of tunes us into the work. And so we say, Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. So I'm going to do our tune-in meditation for us. Big inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Big inhale. And exhale, relax. So that's our tune in. So that tunes us into higher self. And then from there, we're going to go up into our Kriya. Eyes, gaze is going to be closed, but looking at the third eye through the closed eyes. We'll keep the time here for about 3 minutes. Let's see. Give us a couple minutes. Big inhale and Sat. And then you're going to hold your root lock. And then when you're ready to exhale, Nam. Inhale, Sat. Hold. Exhale, Nam. Inhale, Sat. Nam. 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 Sat. 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 All right. Big inhale one more time. Sat. Nam. Sat. Nam. Sat. Nam. Sat. All right, now we're going to release your arms out. Nice relaxation. So now what we're going to do with this particular mantra, mudra, is eyes are going to be closed, 10% slit, looking at the tip of your nose. The mantra for this is har. The mudra for this is like this. So I'll keep the time for us as we do this for about 3 minutes, roughly. Big inhale. Har, 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 har. Big inhale, hold at the top, and exhale everything out. Very good. So that concludes our meditation portion of our class. So now we typically will move into the journaling. So we'll start off with a prompt. We kind of been working with this prompt of who am I and really defining ourselves. And so you can stay with that, or you can choose to really talk about kind of where you're at the beginning of the week. So remember, this is Monday. We're at the beginning of the week, trying to make an impact for the week. So let's, after I get every single yawn out. So you want to discuss, kind of how you want to feel by the end of the week. So for me, I want to feel accomplished. I want to feel self-assured. I want to be relaxed. I want to be at ease, prosperous, abundant. And so I'm going to get my journal and I'm going to journal all about that. And I'm going to process through that. So typically, the journaling again takes about 10 to 15 minutes, and really it's just a data dump at the beginning of the evening. And so when we do evening flow, we kind of do the opposite, where kind of everything for your day, you resolve, you get complete, you forgive yourself, etc. So you're not, as you're in your sleep, kind of ruminating over things overnight. If you're not doing that practice, I strongly recommend it. But in our morning flow, it's really about kind of self-creation, self-awareness, and what it is that you want to create within your day. Kind of think a little bit segment intending with this. And so what you want to do is intend the day that you want to have, both in thought as well as feeling, rather than just moving to kind of this rote to-do list that many of us operate in. So you're going to grab your journal for a few minutes, and you're just going to really get set to where you feel for today. So go ahead and do that as you kind of reclaim yourself at the beginning of the week. Very good. Continue journaling just as you want to create for your day. So I was just kind of meditating and thinking and feeling and experiencing how I want my day to go. I want it to be productive. I want it to be smooth. I want to be well rested. All of those things I'm going to write down, and I'm going to write them in the affirmative. So I give myself permission to choose, or I choose, etc. We also want to use our journaling as a time to acknowledge perhaps things that we need to acknowledge, things that we haven't looked at, things that we haven't considered. So those are some of the things that we may want to keep in mind, as we're doing our journaling and as we're exploring our journaling. So look at that when we are discussing our journaling exercise. So I typically will speak during this portion of the class. And so instead of writing it down, I will speak kind of how I feel out loud. I'll typically kind of gain 3 words for the day. So I don't feel inspired to do 3 words for today, but typically I would do 3 words, meditate on those, and then I would journal into how those words make me feel and ultimately how I want to experience those words in a day. So as a, for instance, well rested, right? So I want to experience the day being well rested, being, feeling really filled up with energy, feeling alive, feeling awake, feeling self-assured, all of those things, a part of my journaling experience. So consider that when we're doing our journaling exercise. So take a few more minutes just to get out the last little bit of conversation in journaling. Hmm. Hmm. All right. Finish up. Last little bits. Big inhale. All right. There we go. We are done with the journaling portion of our day. So now the last portion is going to be our day planning. So day planning is where we structure our time for the day. Typically, I do it in 3 equal buckets. So I'll look at like my home bucket, I'll look at my work bucket, and I'll look maybe at my health bucket. Now, my work bucket, I organize that out into tasks that I need to complete, like patient care versus marketing or finance. So I'll put those buckets in. And so the goal is in the beginning to data dump everything off of your brain yet again that you need to complete for the week, really, with all of your different buckets. And then we will go back and clean it up and prioritize and organize which buckets that you want to work on for which day or which time, or if you want to kind of do 1 or 2 tasks from each different bucket every single day, just so you have more of a full experience. So it's really up to you how you want to structure your day planning. There's no right or wrong answers. You can try one and then try another, see how they adapt. I know for me, like through this has been just a lot of trial and error, what actually works for me versus what doesn't. Okay, so first things first, kind of get a master list of all your tasks, throw all your tasks on a piece of paper. That's step 1, right? And then once you have completed step 1, you're going to organize each one of these steps into buckets. So again, you've got your home bucket. So things under your home bucket would be, like you're spending time with your family or cleaning or cooking or those sorts of things are under home bucket. And then when we look at, let's say, your work bucket, those are the revenue generating and non-revenue generating tasks that you need to complete, for that activity. And then looking at, let's see, our health bucket. I always like to plan Sorry. I always like to plan our meals. And that's kind of the first thing that we look at for the day is what you're going to eat. We look at, planning your meals as a priority. And then we also look at what it is that you are going to have for, your breaks or your snacks or those sorts of things. So make sure that you put your meals in there, starting with your protein first, then adding more of your complex carbohydrates, and then lastly, your fat. So if you need assistance with macro counting or any of that, we have lots of courses about to come up that talk all about that. So definitely check that out. So you want to go in, kind of pull all these tasks together, manage them into buckets and organization, and then you want to take your calendar and fill in your day of everything that you need to get accomplished in your day. And so that's designed to keep you really organized and efficient, and really, again, begins to be a practice that you continue to incorporate, week after week, month after month. It's a way to actually execute and get a lot of things done in a short period of time. So go ahead and finish that out. Put your meal plan in there, put your breaks in there, and really set the tone for the day. See a nap later for me. Perfect. Take a few more minutes of day planning. All right. And I will also do like a master list as well of like my weekly tasks that I need to get accomplished. And then instead of putting them on like, let's say 1 day, I'll put it on a week. That way, if I don't get it done 1 day, it's not a big deal because I can get it done another day. So it's just a way for me to structure my day and my time. So this is a little mini morning flow, how we do it again for the week. So we start off with our movement. We just did our arm series and our abs. Then we'll go into our meditation. We're working with those 2 Kriyas, Kriya as well as Har, which is our prosperity meditation Kriya. So we'll work with those pretty consistently. And then from there, we go into journaling just to kind of whatever's been processed and kicked up from our Kundalini practice, we get to kind of vomit on a piece of paper so that we gain more clarity and peace of mind in terms of what we need to do moving forward. And so then in our day planning is when we plan our day and our execution strategy that we're accomplishing on a weekly as well as 12-week basis. So we kind of work through that step by step. And so I will resume back at 6 a.m. For our morning flow this morning. Just trying to juggle my life and keep it organized. So I pre-recorded this for you guys just so you get a taste of morning flow in the beginning and how we use it and, what goes on with it, etc. And so then I will meet you guys tomorrow morning, bright and early at 6 a.m. as we'll start. There's also a playlist on my YouTube channel. So it has all my previous morning flows. So sometimes just energetic wise or, schedule wise or whatnot, I'm not available to do the morning flows live. And so if that's the case, I'll try to either record something or pop on and say, hey guys, whatever. But there's a whole bunch of our previous morning flows. They're all pre-recorded that you'll get to watch. So even if you're in a different time zone or you're, in a different experience, like just different mindset, you can start that morning flow anytime, even your schedule, right? If you have kind of a wonky schedule and you have to wake up later or whatever, you have access to the morning flows. It's just a structured way to keep it going. Obviously, I'm not going to go live every single day, but the days that I do, all of the replays will be available so you can watch them after. So nothing lost, everything gained. So all right, so we are going to finish up for today just because I have to do some running around, which is why I shot this little mini class and you guys watch me through all my yawning. I'm still pretty tired, but, wanting to get this out to you guys. So awesome. Take care. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing week. And let me know if you have any questions regarding morning flow.